Welcome everybody to our live stream. We have a rare guest, moderator JCS in the house. What's up, guys? We've got Troll and a Roll, and Ripun. Ripun is secretly they're the same person, I think. No, Troll's too much higher rated. All right, Troll and a Roll, Ripun challenges, guys. 5-3 through 7+3. I'm gonna belay the prophecies of doom, try to play down the imminent disaster to my former nation. But focus on chess here. So, interesting simul yesterday. Too many draws. I think I might have to do away with the Zen mode feature. It's just getting me into too much time pressure, honestly. We had too much time pressure affecting the games in the simul yesterday, and I only guessed one. It's getting to the point where people are playing openings like to purposely like avoid me guessing who they are. So unfortunately, I'm seriously thinking of giving up the Zen mode feature of the simuls. We had 11 wins, 11 draws, and 3 losses. It's just too many draws because I was in desperate time pressure. I was looking at my games last night, and you know, I'm basically playing like faster than I would in a, playing what I would in a 3-0 game or something in those simul games. It's just too ridiculous. And too many games were just sort of destroyed by the time pressure. Even the ones I didn't lose were either draws or maybe my opponents even misplayed. So I don't know, we should seriously reconsider whether it's really worth it doing the Zen chess guessing. Zen mode guessing. I thought I was Schieber. Ultimately played like Bob. Bob, you resigned in a position that wasn't even lost, it looks like. That's the funniest part. Maybe you've got too much depression. You've been too depressed. You're ready to resign. I think I'm a computer. Bob's gonna start an investigation. When you start resigning in slightly worse positions, then you know that. Yeah, I mean, you're worse, but I was optimistic I was clearly better there against you, but it wasn't that simple. No, it's true. You shouldn't resign there. You're down the exchange, but you have a pawn and 2 knights, and maybe you can make a pretty good game of it. I also thought you were considerably worse, but I was taking seriously what the engine expressed there mathematically, that white wasn't that bad. I had a much stronger continuation against you, Bob, where I should have exchanged on f3 first. I don't know what came over me. Alright, guys, got lots of challenges. Murales, I didn't even have time to look at that. That's an interesting game. I thought I was lost, and then I miraculously won. I assume that's what happened. It was a good game, but again, marred by time pressure. So many interesting positions. It's a pity to see them destroyed. I mean, I basically got down to 45 minutes before I stopped the Zen mode, which is too much. I mean, normally I'm trying to stop the Zen mode guessing around an hour left. And yesterday I let my clocks go down to like 45 minutes. I mean, it's just too much. All right, guys, let's get started. 6-4 against Troll and a Roll. You didn't notice you were winning all the time. I was winning all the time. No, I didn't check our game. Murales, that's one of the ones that slipped through the cracks. Actually, one of the best games from yesterday's simul. Maybe not in terms of result for you. I thought I was lost, honestly. I was winning all the time. If I was winning all the time, it was a sheer miracle. I was convinced I was lost. Once your rook got busted through and started getting behind my pawns, I figured I was a goner. And it was just like, I thought it was just a freak accident what happened at the end. Well, I mean, it's not entirely surprising. That was my original plan, that I have 2 connected passed pawns. You know, they should be strong, but there's a question of how far advanced they are. My king can't support them. Your king can come over and maybe help to stop them. So at first I wasn't sure, and then I became convinced that I was worse. I wouldn't have gone into it if I hadn't, well, you kind of forced me, actually. It wasn't originally supposed to be an exchange sacrifice. but then you forced me. But that was one of the tensest games, the closest games, I thought. Troll and a roll. Always a classical versus hypermodern battle between Troll and a roll and myself. Is Bob improving? No. But he is getting better at driving me crazy. He's perfected his technique. Look at that. Oh no, the clamp. If only I had played d4 last move. I was like, it's okay, I can play d4 next move. And he stops it with a psychic network. Lieutenant Ahura. Man, that sucks. I really was banking on d4 and I wanted to play it. I don't think you play enough, Bob, honestly. You should probably play more. How much do you play? You're too busy commentating and trolling. You need to focus more energies on chess if you really want to get better. I'm not saying like you have to focus all your energies on chess. This f3 move, I don't know about this. This feels weird, but I want to reinforce my control of e4. Mouse. It's like I'm playing the f3 king f2 opening. Yeah, that seems weird. Yeah, I don't know. f3. I mean, it does sort of dull his bishop on a8, but yeah, this doesn't seem right. Can I do this? Man, my mouse is all crazy. He was GMing that already, I know. But he's getting better. More specialized somehow. Fighting for the center. It's good to have JCS back before the world ends, at least in the Western Hemisphere. We can see you one last time. Well, I'm still allowed to travel to the United States on a non-tourist visa. So once I renounce my citizenship, I should still be able to visit, right? As long as I keep paying my taxes. If I don't pay my taxes, that's where the problems start. Maybe if I renounce my citizenship, I can still get like a visa waiver program. Who wants to live in a country where bunches of like Trump supporters drive around in trucks and block the traffic? It's like, it's not normal. How's my knight doing? So if I play knight d5, you kind of like break out. Can we wait a little bit on this? Good thing he doesn't have his bishop like on h6 or something. That's seriously handicapping black here a little bit. I think Canada is pretty... Canada, you should try Canada, New Zealand, and Australia JCS. They're all chanting, lock him up, from Florida. Wow, castles, neat move. Can I castle? This is kind of slow. I can't castle, I need another place for my rook. Okay. Next move, maybe. I don't think I have time for that sort of nonsense here. I mean, I really got to get free. Wow. Troll is a genius. Damn. Troll's just too strong. I'm gonna have to defend like a god to survive this. I mean, really, Troll? Every best move you play instantly? I think we should start an investigation pretty soon. I'm just gonna resign. This is just too strong. Let's check this game. Number one move according to the opening explorer. Number one move according to the opening explorer. This isn't favored, but it's second choice according to computer. We transpose to a game. F3 is obviously bad. The computer thinks I'm better here. That's crazy. There's no way white is better here. I don't believe that. Even with the bad bishop, my bishop might as well be bad too. Best move according to the engine. Best move according to the engine. And I'm just lost. Yeah, I've got some issues here. But if I'm careful, I mean, this was suicidal. I'm just in a hurry to play e3 and I don't know how to do it. I could just play knight c2, for example. No, there I'm still worse. Yeah, actually, it's really hard. I thought about this. This with the idea of castling kingside. Maybe that's best. I played really, really badly, though. I don't want to play chess 960 anymore. I don't think I'm going to accept his chess 960 challenges anymore. Why do I even play him? Is he even a subscriber to the stream? I don't think Troll's even a subscriber. This is ridiculous, man. I mean, you're like a computer. All right. Let's try again, real chess. I don't resign for no reason. I was in a lost position. But he plays like he's a master and then like loses on time. And his rating is 1700. All right, 1499. 1499, he plays like with 0 ascent upon loss, 0, 0, 1 inaccuracy, and he's 1499 in chess 960. Yeah, right. He's more like 2100 in chess 960. How could you be 1499 and play with like 1 inaccuracy games? I think this is the one time I lost to Paschall. But I'm not going to play any more Chess 960. It's not fun, and I don't like it. It's not my thing. I think we're going to cut out the variance completely. Maybe it's good for your game objectively, but I don't enjoy it. And I don't think it's easy to play it if you don't practice it. I'm horrible. I don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, I don't do gold, man. Silver. The gold doesn't work, man. Gold is not my thing. Over gold. What was that? Was that a Mel Brooks movie? Where people were dying because they had too much gold? This is my game from the streamer battle against DGen Chess. It's a pretty good pawn sack line. Oh yeah, gold is getting harder to mine. There was a big protest in, was it in Scotland? They wanted to open up like a gold mine somewhere in the north of Scotland. I think it was, or was it the north of England? I don't remember, but somewhere in the UK. And there's big protests because gold is getting so difficult to mine now. Queen d2. So Repun, your opening play is excellent. At least he's gone over 1,000 now. Is it possible to play knight g4? That seems like a weird idea. I guess I should just take the pawn, but then knight takes. Queen d2. Once again, guys, please don't use Opening Explorer during games. That's the same as using a computer. Really? Like right after my game with Troll? He's 1200, but he plays the opening like he's a master. There's no way you could be 1200 and play the opening this well. It's scary. I guess he just plays too fast. He's like a 1700 who's trying to play like 1 minute chess in 5 minute games or something. You got to be at least 1700 to play the opening this well. 1200 is just like drop pieces, bang bang bang. They make like blatant tactical mistakes and hang stuff. You're too good for that rating. That's crazy. Like, how could you possibly have a rated rating of 1227? 1729. First of all, why is there a 500-point difference between your bullet and your blitz ratings? You just have way more? You stopped playing blitz when you were 1200 and you just play bullet now? Is that what it is? Like you don't have any rated games in the last year or something? That's the only explanation. Yeah, he's slowing down. He's playing like better than the 2600 It's ridiculous. He's literally played this better than the 2600 I played yesterday. I mean, tell me that's normal, right? Somebody tell me that it's normal for a 1200 to play the opening better than a 2600. I just, you know, I'm not in the mood for this. Why don't I take this pawn on d5? Just, he's taking on h5. Knight takes d5, g takes h. But still I can do that. Damn. I should have taken on d5. Okay, that's dangerous. But come on, man. It's embarrassing, you know, when I play 1200s. And they play like masters. That makes me look bad. He is using more time than me. That's weird. When did that start? You know what, that sucks. When you scroll back in the game, it doesn't change the clocks. That would be a good feature. That it just gives you a live up to the second update. Why can't they have the actual time when you scroll back through the game? It wouldn't be that big a deal to do that, would it? To show the accurate times? Why is that so difficult? I'm complaining again. Man, but every game I play, dude. Troll has 0, 0, 0. Perfect game, I resign in 12 moves in chess 960. Now the next game, my opponent is 1200 and playing like better than my 2600 opponent from yesterday. Right. That's normal. That's my introduction to chess today. That's how my day starts. Yeah, when I started playing chess, nobody had a rating under 1200. Like, it didn't exist. I was one of the lowest rated players I know. I was like 1275. That was my first rating. People didn't have ratings of like 500 or 300 or whatever. What's the lowest FIDE rating? Does anybody know? The lowest possible. Now he finally did make a blunder. Like a real 1200. Of course anybody can do that. Troll made me paranoid. Check the opening out. So, first of all, even nobody who's 1200 usually gets to move 7, but alright, whatever. Best move, castles. Best move, he also knows that as a 1200. Slightly unusual, but possible. Now he takes correctly. I play knight a5, and then he makes the, what is this, the second best move? Oh, the number 1 move of the engine. What a coincidence. Okay, now queen d2, knight takes b3, now the only move, knight takes b3. So he's playing like Paschall in 2017, and he's 1200. I'm out of book here. We're following Paschall Gelfand from move 11, and my opponent is 1200. Eh. B5, I didn't know this, obviously. Much better than my solution to play B6. This is... I was going to do B6. Why did I not do B6? Oh yeah, bishop H6. I didn't like that. Why is knight b4 bad instead of knight a5? Well, we want to take out the white square bishop. Almost all these variations. I'm not sure it's bad, though. I never considered it. This piece is... It's tied to the defense of d5, and it's also dangerous on the long diagonal there. That's alright, Chess Monkey. We just don't do it anymore. It's one of Bob's friends. He's a big fan. Well, generally mentioning them, I guess, would be tolerable, but comparing how many viewers we have, I don't buy my viewers on websites, you know. So, alright. Bishop c4, castles, bishop b3, d5, takes, knight a5, queen d2, here. Yeah, this move is too slow. So I was out-dueled theoretically. And white castles queenside, perfect move. Now b6, I should still play b5. h4, it's like a perfect game by white. And you think that I'm paranoid. White's played perfectly through move 13. Again, that's the #1 move. No, f3, what he did next, but king b1 is in the top 3. Yeah, that's #2 choice of the engine. So I'm not paranoid, right? This is like #2 choice of the engine. And #1, g4, he didn't pull the trigger though. g4 anyway is the #1 move. Probably he plays this line in bullet a lot. Take back. Dude, I played against the 2600 IM yesterday, and he like thought for like 30 seconds when I played the pawn sack with d5. This is like... It's not even in the top 6 moves. It's like a very little known sideline of sharp opening, you know. Not that common. Anyway, whatever. I'm just paranoid. Alright, Morales is up. We take the subscriber challenges first. Don't use me for opening training with your opening explorer. Alright. E4. Nah, why do I have to play black against Morales? Now I'm gonna cry even more. Alright. I just have to try... okay, yesterday I played d5. He's a disaster to play against with black. He's devastating with the white pieces. I was very lucky to win. I was very, very lucky to win. In our simul game yesterday. But I'm going to have to play something different. Exactly, take back. You have to play knight takes b3, not drop the pawn there. So, okay, I mean, that's not that difficult to find in that sense. I mean, you could give the pawn back. It's not forced. White is probably okay with AB as well, but... Yeah, it's totally normal for white to play the first 14 moves like that when they're 1200 take back. I agree. Absolutely standard. Every 1200 normally plays the white side of the accelerated dragon 1450 moves perfectly. Completely normal. Nothing strange about that. Absolutely standard. His rating's just a little bit behind the curve. Well, Mr. Chess Manager, I'm playing in a stream now. Are you trying to get my viewers to join your tournament or something? That would sort of detract from my stream a little bit. Alright. Knight b6, knight f3, g6. Feel free to just spam whatever here. I'm in a good mood today. My birth country is going down the tubes. And I'm having a bad stream already. Tomorrow's election day. I'm going to be in a bad mood this week. All week it's going to be like stress, no matter what happens. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody knows. At least to some degree, no problem at all. It's going to be stressful, regardless of the result. I just can't believe it. What's happening? Was that one of your Smurf accounts yesterday, Bob? The bowel movement guy? You wouldn't stoop to that level. H3 without knight c3. This is kind of a weird move order. Is there any particular reason for that? Funny, the Morales plays a different line. Yesterday he played bishop e5 check against me. Where did that come from? If you think you're in a bad mood now, wait until Trump wins. I know. No, I'm going to go through depression. I'm in a bad mood now. I would become, like, suicidal. Now I'm just only, like, mildly suffering from mild anxiety. I mean, I think a lot of bookies online claim as high as a 30% chance. But who really knows, you know? It's a question of how accurate the polls are. If the polls are really, really accurate, Trump is lost. But who really can accurately say how true the polls are? You know, nobody. God. We won't know till it's been arranged by the Russians. For sure. Till the final votes are counted by China and Iran. No, I mean, I'm just kidding. Well, the media likes the, you know, keeping us in suspense. One poll came out from, you know, they like the clickbait. I mean, one poll came out from Iowa yesterday or 2 days ago where Trump was like +8, and they were like, this one poll will keep Democrats up at night. Yeah, I guess, but it's just clickbait. So one poll, we could be there all month worrying about individual polls. I think we had our wake-up call already, Bob. The problem is a lot of people didn't know it. I like this variation for black. It's like you get a wake-up call and you never knew that you got a wake-up call at this point. Like, it's hopeless. I don't even want to live in America anymore. If people are that stupid that they think their situation is good, then it's kind of like, what's the point? I give up. You got to give up at some point. Okay, e4. It's been a while since I've been playing this Scandinavian. I gave it up. Speaking of giving it up, this is a perfect example. When something sucks, you just give it up. Can you pass the Kool-Aid, please? What exactly is he doing for... I don't normally directly involve, but this is just... I hear this refrain all the time. What Trump has done for the economy and jobs? What are you talking about exactly? What did he do? It's like this... This is just this sort of catchphrase that people just repeat. I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's just like I'm not going to have like pro-Trump trolls in my stream regurgitating. Not now. It's like ridiculous. Yeah, regurgitating what they heard on Fox News. You are banned if you're like mindlessly reiterating what's said on Fox News. I'm sorry, you know. I've banned some of my best friends from Facebook and just like disowned them for saying similar stuff. So it's nothing personal. Chess Monkey. I would ban my own, you know, relative from social media for that kind of comment. Mindless idiocy. Trump inherited a good economy. What are you talking about? He's the most like failed businessman of all time with his corrupt family, and he's done good things to the economy. What? It's unbelievable. This is a tricky situation because of knight b5. And I have no place to put my bishop without dropping the d6 pawn, but I might have a tactic. I normally don't engage in like direct debate about political issues. But that guy, first of all, comes with the Esterman comment, and then directly quoting Fox News on my stream is just too much. I'm sorry. But that's the kind of mindless regurgitation I see all the time. But Trump's good on the economy. What? Where? What? Because he gave himself a tax break for billionaires or something? He's destroying the climate. We won't have a planet to have a good economy in like 100 years. That's far-sighted. Chessmurph, what's up? Thank you for the gift sub. Zavulan XD. And then you get the people who are like, well, neither candidate's good. One is like destroying the country, and the other one, you know, you can say is maybe he's not the best candidate in the world, but at least he's not going to destroy his country while like stealing everything for himself and his family. Trump discussion until election. It's hard to avoid it. I didn't start it, did I? I can't. Yeah, I try to put it out of my mind, Mad Remus. I really will. Alright. The pawn roller. Yeah, Kanye West. That's a good comic relief sort of thing. You never talk politics and religion at the chess table. The election is tomorrow. Yeah, it's hard to put it out of your mind. It's all week actually. That's the worst part. Can we get an attack on the king side here? This is the standard approach. Oof. You're dropping a piece and I can't see it. That's how distracted I am. I have a stuttering problem too. The older I get, the more I start. It's more of a dyslexic thing. Easy for Mad Ramus to sit there, one of the only people in the stream who lives in a democratic country, and say we shouldn't discuss the election. It must be nice to live in a democracy, man. You know, spoiled and everything. Sorry, I didn't mean to rematch you. Maybe like I'll have to move to France or Germany. I was thinking of Germany, but I can't speak German at all. Alright, Cheesy Noob. Hiroku. Okay, we got Cheesy Noob, Zen Chess. This challenge is the wrong time control. Well, actually, yeah. Bob, you're kidding, right? I have like great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents from Germany. Maybe I could get citizenship. Is that how it works? Can you claim like German citizenship if your great-great-grandparents are from Germany? Doesn't it? Actually, that's possible, right? I can prove that I'm descended. You can't? That sucks. Oh well. Alright, Cheesy Noob. I can't even speak German though. It's a little late to learn another language. Yeah, sorry Troll, you beat the chess 960 out of me. I can't take it anymore. Maybe if there was some weak chess 960 players to make me feel a little more confident in myself. But playing just you every week is destroying my confidence. And it's not fun to have a bad position every game. It's like playing shooter games with my 10-year-old son. That's how playing chess 960 with Troll feels. Haha, you're a noob. You suck. Why are you so bad at shooter games, Dad? It sucks like playing a superior opponent constantly. It's not fun anymore. This is an interesting move. Now you brought back something to my mind. I think I lost in this back around 2009 against the guy I played 2 weeks ago, Hoi Min, but I couldn't find the game in the database. I feel like this was the line. It was like d4 takes, knight takes d4. Troll's too good. I don't want to play chess 960 anymore. Just play normal chess and pretend it's chess 960, Troll. You'll be like a grandmaster. Just do whatever you do in chess 960. It's all in your mind. I vaguely thought I looked at this. Yeah, but I mean, you guys are here to learn, Bob. Presumably, for the most part. I don't want to learn anymore. I'm done learning. Okay, G3. I mean, I had a game with this with someone. It wasn't Cheesy Noob. It was a different opponent. Maybe it could have been you, Zen Chess. You didn't play something like this against me, did you? Chess 960 makes me feel like a complete beginner, Bob. It's horrible. I mean, you know, you spend your whole life like studying a game of chess and then take the same pieces and feel like you're a complete idiot. It's awkward. It really is painful. No, I had a game with somebody here. Oof. Lichess forums. Forums. Thing worse than that. The forums are like patrolled by nasty, angry trolls. And you can't ever post anything without some sort of cynical response making fun of you. I've given up on the... Actually, I did make a forum post yesterday for the first time in like a month. Somebody was asking how to play the white side of the Stafford Gambit. I was like, you know, the Stafford Gambit is where black plays the Petrov and then like knight takes c5, knight c6, which like loses by force. Eric Rosen like made some analysis about it for his clickbait videos or whatever, studies or something. But I was like, dude, just take the free pawn and win. But I know better than to post things in the forum. You're just asking for trouble. Never ever make posts in the forum. Wow, queen b4. Zen is old. Don't tell us how old you are. It always... Is bishop a6 a move? This move is insane. Because normally I try to play queen a4. And he preempted me. Queen e7, queen b4. And there's no way to defend the c-pawn. I mean, you can defend it temporarily with queen d3, but then bishop a6, you're losing it anyway. Possible, we just can't defend it. I mean, sacrificing the pawn does seem like a pretty good idea. How many pawns can I sacrifice here? That doesn't even count as peeping. I think that's weird, man. When you first told the story, I thought it was like a guy who went in the girl's bathroom. But if it was like one guy checking the toilet to see if another guy was cheating, would they call him a peeper too? I don't know, man. If you suspect your opponent is cheating and you go in the bathroom and see if they went in there with a phone, I mean, it seems like a reasonable thing to do. Really, you should ask an arbiter to do it for you. I've only heard stories of that kind of thing happening, though. You know, I've never played... too many like big prize tournaments where it would be an issue. I heard about it happening in the World Open. They have to have like arbiters standing by the bathrooms at these like big money tournaments. They would station them. I mean, but it's sort of like just for, you know, I mean, they're not really going to be able to do anything, right? But you have heard the odd story about people being caught with the phone in the bathroom. How do they actually get caught? I mean, there must have been other incidences. Did the arbiter go in the bathroom, physically go in the bathroom and catch them? I mean, but you hear about grandmasters getting caught cheating. Sebastian Feller, Rousis. So if you think about it, like, international grandmasters get caught cheating, like little girls who are 17 years old, without that much experience in tournament chess, are going to get caught much more easily than a 2600 player. People are inherently stupid. You gotta go somewhere. The only place to cheat is in the bathroom. I mean, it's obvious. Pushing pawn sink. Raiding with a party of 19. What's up? Bishop e5. Tactics. Alright, so this, of course, the logical continuation. Continue our tactical adventure. Someone won an Aeroflot a few years back. You suspect the person was cheating? JCS, was there anything official? Man, Aeroflot. I remember playing an Aeroflot, and the hotel was like a maze. It was unbelievable. I was drinking too much, and I would constantly wake up every round with a hangover and have a hard time finding the playing hall because the hotel was so gigantic. Like, there were 70 different wings of the hotel. One round I got lost before my game, and I could never, like, barely get to the board without losing on time. Cheesy noob. Sealing in my bishop on a8. That is not friendly. What am I going to do? e4. Maybe e4. Weakening myself. Damn. Nice try, c6. Yeah, seriously, thanks for the raid, pushing pawns. Appreciate it. I have to follow you here. NYC. Welcome to the stream. I don't know what I'm doing. A little tactical situation has occurred. Situation. Neither side has too much development, but I'm trying to rescue my bishop on a8. We need a rescue operation. Nigerian rescue operation to get this bishop out of a8. Some Navy SEALs. Possibly I could sack this guy on c6. But if it comes down to that, I don't want to have, you know, just like a rook for two minor pieces. There's a lot more going on here. Can I still rescue my bishop? He traded queens, though. That takes the danger out. Whew, I hope my bishop's not trapped. It's close. Maybe I should have played e4 there, duh. I'm not sure, though. Cheesy noob, I missed this move, but it's probably not good, is it? It's a good thing Cheesy Noob's not a computer. Alright. I think that Jimster meant that he thinks all of his opponents are cheating. We're all paranoid. I get that a lot. But that could be misconstrued. It sounds like every time I play, I'm accusing someone of cheating. I know I get that a lot. Damn, what's up here? B3. King moves A4. B3 castles A4. Well, I can play bishop E7. Man, this is awkward. A4 right away. What about that? A lot of controversial topics today. Man, Cheesy Noob's driving me crazy. I'm just making it worse and worse for myself. I should have played bishop B7. But I guess there I was worried about a different problem. I'm confused and I don't know where I am anymore. It is one of the weirdest games I've played in a long time. It's starting to make my head hurt. I just want it to be over. But Cheesy Noob has this really strange sort of style, as I mentioned before. It can be extremely frustrating playing against him. What's the idea of A4? I was trying to disrupt his bishop on B5, obviously, and get a passed pawn. I thought I had some tactics. But obviously, it wasn't perfect science. That could be the difference between a win and a draw. Dropping that C6 pawn. Theoretically, Cheesy Noob should have been alright, but losing this pawn might leave him in a lost position, I would assume. 2 pawns for the exchange is one thing, but now he's probably lost. Not easy to win, though. Maybe I shouldn't speak so soon. It is true, it's not that easy. Crush your king. Damn. Am I mated yet? Oh my god. He's also a great bullet player. He did have knight g1 there, right? Really bad play by both of us. Well, more me than you. I mean, it was really, really badly played by me. I thought you played okay, but still at the end you're probably holding on somewhere. This is a very technical position. We don't get table based till now, and I'm winning apparently. I don't know. We'll see what the engine says. I feel like I played badly. Yeah, it's super tricky. I mean, it's possible I was winning the end game all the way. Obviously, when he loses the pawn, the first pawn, you know, here when it's 5-3, this really should be a draw here. This is his. You know, he never should have played d5. His pawns are holdable. This should be a draw. He has 2 pawns for the rook. So his fatal mistake was playing d5, weakening the c6 pawn. Look at that graph. There was a tiny point where he was even better. This endgame is super scary. Yeah, that's the position where you were better. This queen b4 move was wild. What an idea. Wow, this has been played before. Are you serious? Queen b4 has actually been played. I played this guy, Starostich, from Latvia. Wow. Yeah, so I can't defend the pawn. I mean, it feels wrong. But you're the first one. No, there's another game. Same line. Oh, my knight d5 is novelty and best. So I played better than this guy. Played in over the board game. He didn't find knight d5. Yavak Ishvili. Now it's saying his move is better. What? Come on, this is far more fun. Maybe bishop f4 is wrong. Anyway, guys, I gotta play more games. Alright. We had a raid earlier. Thanks for that. Don't forget, we had a donation from Chessmurph64. Muchas gracias. And, Zen Chess is up next. So I take subscriber streams. Subscriber streams? That's what I'm like. I'm like dyslexic. Alright, we take subscriber challenges. I tried the Scandinavian against Zen Chess once. That wasn't easy. He knows what he's doing. This is like playing Morales, but even worse. He plays the Grand Prix attack against Sicilian, and then against the Scandinavian, he's well versed. Caro Khan. We've played Caro Khan before. Now I'm not remembering. What do you do? We haven't played the Caro Khan in a while. Or I could try e5. Yeah, you're flirting with changing to the open Sicilian. Oh. Oh no. What's up with like the 3 knights game? That's not good, huh? Bishop c5, knight takes e5. Bishop c5, knight takes c5. Is that a variation? I guess I'm supposed to play the 4 knights. Oh man. I don't know what I'm doing in the 4 knights. Zenchess knows what he's doing. What if I played g6? Did Arsenal get banned? I don't remember if he's banned or he just doesn't come. I think I might have banned him. He cursed me out inappropriately. And never apologized. I got you out of book with move 4. It's a Scotch game. I might have banned Arsenal due to use of profanities in my direct direction. I don't harbor any hate for him, you know. I would accept his apology. He and Bob have a lot in common, actually. Alright. That's fine, GCS. We all lose our temper sometimes. It's nice to have JCS. When was the last time you were here, JCS? In your official capacity? Mr. Coffee probably prepared to go into deep depression in the great battleground state of Pennsylvania. I haven't seen Mr. Coffee much. I think he's got things keeping him busy. Probably a life. Our primary moderator. You want to play f3, but I'm afraid of d5. Right. Yeah, I don't know this too well, honestly. But Steinitz is the reason why I play this g6 idea. Some influential game of his. Where he got like knight a5 and d5 in a very analogous position. You can see the relation to the... You can see the similarity to the Accelerated Dragon that I played earlier this stream. We need to fix your Microsoft account? Why would that just pop up randomly in the middle of my stream? Like, I didn't do anything with Microsoft. Do not be alarmed. I recently changed my Microsoft password. Alright. Can never be too careful. a3. And I pointed to knight a5 and he's playing a3. Even knight g4 is possible, right? Like knight g4, another Accelerated Dragon idea. Arsenal fan just subscribed to tier 1. Oh, what's up? What? He's here? Bob's soul brother. One of the tranquilizers in the house. Ars. Alright. Ars is a subscriber. A3. I was thinking knight takes e4. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4. d5. Let's do it. You don't need no stinking calculation. It's the same as Accelerated Dragon. We caught Zen Chess out. Thanks for subscribing, Arsenal fan. Maybe he's auto-subbed. He's a 22-month subscriber. He was here the other day. He challenged me to 3-0 or something. I think he made a challenge. We're talking about him like in the third person. Sorry, Arsenal fan. Alright, so d5. I think he always liked JCS too. Maybe he just came to see JCS. So d5. Wow. Really? Bishop takes d5? That's not what I expected. Man, we're happy with our position now. Man, it looks like Zen Chess has been caught with his proverbial chess pants down. That's unusual. He's pretty well prepared. But I mean, this has got to be a decent way to avoid the 4 knights, right? g6. If white's only real thing is d4. It's a direct transition to a g6 scotch, which is supposed to be slightly better for white. Yeah, Zen Chess, you're supposed to play... You're somehow supposed to play, I guess, f3 and castle queenside, like you're talking about. Good to have you back. 3 plus 2. Wait, what's 3 plus 2, Jim? Don't answer that literally. Knight back to c3. Queen c4. Alright. There's a big weenus on c7. Weenus. There's a big weenus on c7. Go and get it. You know, that KPOP, K-pop heart, if you look at it, it looks like Elmo with his mouth open and a big red nose. I thought it was an Elmo emote. Knight a5. Queen takes g2 is just crushing. God. You just gotta give him too much credit. Of course. It's just blindness, you know? You're playing a decent player and you assume they would never do something stupid like that. That only explains part of it, though. Why would I not see queen takes g2? Man, that's awkward. How can you explain not seeing queen takes g2? The lack of playing this particular kind of formation, maybe? Can't believe it's even a possibility. I mean, I had to move my queen, and I didn't even consider queen takes g2. Didn't even see it. He's a bad man. He's going to get out of this, too. Here I am planning bishop e7, and now he's going to invade on d7. Man. Acerbates. Acerbates working toward the King's Indian. Actually, you can get help on the Benoni from Arsenal fan Acerbate. I think the Benoni suits you best, honestly. King's Indian can lead you to more closed positions that might not appeal that much. So be a little careful with that. Speaking to Acerbate here. But I think you're best steering away from ultra close positions. I mean, that's why I wanted you to stop playing the Czech Benoni Acerbate. You have a really good ability to calculate and combinations, play combinations well, think combinationally. You should allow that to really benefit you by playing more open positions. That's what we're trying to do. Sanchez has stabilized the health of his position. The patient is stable. Edward Elric, I don't think the King's Indian is quite as suspicious as the Benoni. Sanchez is like immune. He's got immunity. Natural immunity. This is awkward. I mean, Edward Rick, at what, at the 2800 level? Like, maybe we shouldn't play the King's Indian. At the Super GM level, it's a little bit frowned upon, maybe. But even there, Benoni has some, again, you know, on the highest level, maybe you can make a case that. But I think you're only talking about a Super GM level playing at a disadvantage. Okay. Something's always bothering me. Microsoft, this idiot antivirus. Antivirus is in my screen, in my face, and I can't get it to go away. Don't get antivirus. There's no reason to have antivirus. Oh, by the way, I fired up a laptop of mine from 2000, a 9-year-old laptop yesterday. It's working really well. It's pretty amazing, actually. I was surprised. It hadn't been used in like 2 years. It had some power issues. Like shutting off and stuff. Hadn't touched it for 2 years. And it's like working. That's pretty amazing, I thought. I have to make the tournament. Thanks for reminding me. Oh my god. Damn, Sanchez just setting up all sorts of tactics. So tricky and fast. So now what? Bad hombre to Sanchez. He's a bad hombre. High quality. It's like my queen takes g2 earlier. Alright, got lucky there. So seriously, if you want to look at the openings then, like, this has got to be a good way for black to play. 3 knights opening Steinitz defense. Of course, d4, h4. That could be. Todor Todorov was toast. If you're in the mood for ultra violence, the Knightian h4 might be a way to go. It's always possible against the fianchetto, but d4 is normal, so we have the normal line here. This is some line. Knight takes d4. This is normal. Scotch with g6. This line, I don't know. What would be the most common? Queen d2, maybe? I guess your bishop c4 is the problem. This is how Steinitz got in the knight a5, knight a5 d5 game that I was talking about. Exactly. And he got a great game. I don't know who that was against. And he probably had more than one game where he used the same scheme. Castle's knight a5 and d5, bang. Black's breaking out. So your a3 was too slow. That's never going to work. You can play queen d2. Castles. Like a queen d2 dragon kind of thing. So this is pretty well known. Alright. White's got a normal position there. Krapnik Jim. Alright, Jim is a subscriber. Yevgeny is a subscriber. Yeah, there was one game with knight g4. I don't know. Knight g4 is not a developing move, so I'd be skeptical. But it is played in the Accelerated Dragon too. Yeah, I was thinking about Masters level, not Super GMs. Listen, Edward Elric, the Benoni's worse than the King's Indian in terms of theoretical suspicions. I personally, at my level, let's say 2400 FIDE, at least I used to be. Although I still consider that my objective strength. I'm a little underrated now. I stopped playing the King's Indian because I was tired of giving my opponents a space advantage. Frankly. So there's some truth in it, but it could just be that I'm lazy, The King's Indian is more complex than a lot of other openings, like the Queen's Gambit Declined or something. It depends on what you're looking for. It takes more work, though, if you want to play a hypermodern opening like the King's Indian. Speaking of the Queen's Gambit Declined, Schieberspieler's here. And I played Queen's Gambit Declined yesterday, earning a draw. Alright, Yevgeny. Wait, we just lost somebody. What just happened? Jim? Totally legal. It's always refreshing when we get somebody putting in links and their disclaimer is totally legal. That's not worrying at all. But I'm just gonna look the other way. So, yeah, I mean, no problem at all. Who was one of our team leaders? No, I'm sorry, Notch Papa. One of our team leaders yesterday. He played like Capablanca, and I played like Portish. Or maybe it was like Capablanca Spassky. Battle of former world champions. It's sort of legal. I can confirm that it might be sort of legal. Alright, anyway, Jim is already in the game. Sorry, man. I'm a little distracted. Biblioteca.ru totally legal. Very nice. Oh yeah, bishop e4. Played this myself a lot with very mixed results. My first game, my only over-the-board game was Simon Williams, actually. When he was a teenager. I played bishop e4 with black against him. He used to play the English. I sacked a piece for 3 pawns and drew. If I remember correctly, I was actually the higher rated player. Yeah, bishop e7 is old school. That's from the early 90s, late 80s. I always thought it was a funny move. At first, when I first encountered bishop e7, I couldn't believe it was good for black. I was having that, thanks, Schieberspieler. Yeah, my very rare Queen's Gambit declined. I might have made it an accuracy. I'm not sure. The computer said I should have played a5 before I did or something, but it looked pretty standard. But Notch Papa is really good with white in those d4 solid openings. Wow, a random woman got hit with a $2 million penalty for sharing songs. Like, where was that, JCS? By the way, I'm assuming you're talking about the United States. How do they, like, just say, like, I'm gonna pick out this, like, random woman and sue her? We're just gonna pick some one random person? Yeah, Schieberspieler. I studied the Tartakover. I played one game that I lost. I can remember with Queen's Gambit declined Tartakover. Isle of Man, 1999. I lost to Grandmaster Alexander Schneider. I think. You know what, though? The memory plays funny tricks on us. Is it possible that I was white against Alexander Schneider and I'm changing it in my mind? Do you guys do that a lot? Raise your hand if you have memories that you change around. Your subconscious, like, rearranges. It happens all the time. Like, I'm putting out the games that I lost from my mind. B3. I don't know about this. Is it possible now I'm like wondering, was I white in a Queen's Gambit Tartakover and I'm believing that I was black in a Queen's Gambit Tartakover? I'm starting to get this creepy feeling. Yeah, I don't download illegal music. That's totally 90s. I remember Napster. Those file sharing programs. Actually later than the 90s. Early 2000s. But I mean, copyright infringement is not cool. As I know from my chess videos, I get a lot of people who illegally reproduce our chess videos from chesslecture.com, which isn't cool. Simpsons. Yeah, but they got rid of Apu, one of my favorite characters. When the Simpsons becomes politically correct, it seems to sort of take the fun out of it. That's like making South Park politically correct. I don't know. Jim, what are you going to do? All right, I call your bluff. Yeah, he's got something with knight h3 check. Okay, I could even take it, honestly. Whoa. Seriously, you didn't do knight h3 check. Playing for b5 stuff. I'm going to go the other way. Because if he gets that b5, he's going to have all sorts of counterplay. Knight b5, stopping b5. Take. Cheesy noobdom with the knights versus bishops. We need to be forward thinking. How's my A rook doing? Is my A rook really relevant here? And white's just better. But maybe the wrong rook was used. No wrong rooks were used in the making of this video. You see, that's already, you're right on the money. I was worried about this stuff. And now it's time knight g5. Alright, whatever. I don't know. c5, what? Oh. Schieberspieler didn't like... It was positionally incorrect. Yes. Schieberspieler knows what he's talking about. That's a problem with that pawn, though. That's going to be an issue at some point in the future. Yeah, c5, what happened? You don't like that. It's pretty radical, admittedly. Probably not good strategically. Oh, did you get to play Schieberspieler in the streamer battle, Arsenal? Always a fun experience. Yeah, you're quite different stylistically. Maybe you could sneak him tactically. That's I have to try to play as sharp as possibly. Sort of alter my style. Try to play the Benoni and stuff. That's actually perfect for you. Uh-oh. Arsenal accidentally revealed his Smurf account. Wow, d5. My god. Now I'm going to have to play e5. Played in your Simul, Schieberspieler. This is weird. Wow, those pawns. Prawns. Okay, he's got the pawn on D file, and I'm down to 12 seconds. What the F? Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes! Yeah, baby!
Yes, yes. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bad move. I can't believe you... What? Oh. What? Alright, I resign. I can't stay for the next move. What? That's like, why didn't I see queen takes g2 against Zen chess? I thought that I could play rook c4 here. Why would I think that? It doesn't make sense. Okay, like, I was expecting d4, so the square was free, but then why would my rook be able to transfer over here? It wouldn't make any sense. Like, rook c4 never makes sense. It makes sense only if there's, like, no pawn on d5, maybe, to come over here. Why would I play that? No, I, like, intended to play rook c4. I thought that it was not attacked. I thought I could play rook c4, like, it wouldn't be captured or something. This is insane. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. I was too excited with the yes button, but no, you surprised me though. I mean, I thought you have to play d4 here. My e5 pawn is hanging. You just messed me up with queen g5. I was like, what? I was gonna trade queens with queen f4, but I was like, no, that's weak. I really wanted to play bishop c1. So I was like, okay, let's just move the rook to c4, and then I'll have two threats, rook g4 and bishop c1. I got excited. I guess I should play rook c2 and then bishop c1. It just doesn't make sense. Why would I play that move? But is d4 the best move? Yes. See, that's what you get for making a crazy move. Of course you should play d4. Threatening to take this pawn, stopping f6, and then getting the d5 square for your knight. When you make moves that are completely random, it messes with my mind, you know? You're supposed to make the move I expected you to play. That's like bad poker players doing completely random stuff, or sometimes even harder to play against than like intermediate players. Because at least you can predict what the intermediate player is going to do. But with a complete, absolute beginner, you literally have no idea what to expect. This queen g5 move wasn't, on my horizon. But this endgame doesn't look that great. Take. I was like, oh, I don't like this that much, actually. His other knight may be so bad that white's still better here. Possibly. I'm still better here. If my bishop was on d2 to combat the knight d5 threat, alright. Alright guys, what time is it? We started at 11 o'clock. We're shooting till 1:30. Difficult to remember. I've got challenges from subscribers, Viktorovich and Schieberspieler. Sorry, Jim. Good game. Sort of. Not. I'm not a morning person. I don't know. Rook c2, queen h5, fork. Fork? My rook on d1 is unprotected? Oh god. Or are you trying to say that that would have worked anyway? Oh, so if rook c4, queen h5, bishop g4. That's like how I lost one of my tournament games. No, I can defend against queen h5, Edward Elric, with queen f1, right? Actually, where's my queen? I could play queen f1. But anyway, Yevgeny Viktorovich. I'll have to look at the Queen's Indian we played yesterday. Bogo, Queen's Indian hybrid. I felt like you were better. Like, pretty bigly. The English opening, for now, it's pretty bigly. Chess on Air, 7-8. Cheer 1. Chess on Air, 7-8. Alright, so what am we gonna see here? The semi-Tarash? I'm getting a lot of that lately. One of the worst things about the English opening that I hate is that you can't avoid transposing to the Queen's Gambit declined. Schieberspieler's preferred system. And Yevgeny plays very solid. I managed to almost lose another semi-Tarash yesterday, Schieberspieler, playing like an idiot. My opponent played like bishop e4 check, bishop d2, queen d2, knight c6, bishop c4, castles. I castled and they played queen a5. I had never seen anyone do that before. And I just like traded queens because I just like trading queens. But it wasn't a good move. Yeah, it should be bad for black. It's not that simple though, you know, queen e3 or whatever. And the engine also said queen b2. What would you play? The b2 queen or the e3 queen? The e3 queen shores up the central pawns. Of course, you don't play it with white, or maybe you do actually. So now we get a Grunfeld. That's a cool move order. H4 is anti-Grunfeld. Yeah, I agree. Queen e3 seems more natural. H4 anti-Grunfeld. H4, bishop g7, h5. Maybe we have to play something radical against Yevgeny. Though this is like kind of coffee house. I had a similar game last week. Post the link to your stream. Chess on Air. Yevgeny just traded and played bishop g4. That seems weird. Don't have to hate everyone automatically, just if they're promoting Fox News conspiracies, Bob. Bishop g4 doesn't seem right? But he gets the bishop outside the pawn chain. He's trying to stop h5, but I don't believe that can be a good move. I don't really like mind like occasional promotion from someone else if they do it in like a polite sort of way. But I like it when the guy comes to the stream and they like drop their links to their tournament and they're like, okay, everybody, come on. Here's my Symbol link. I don't know, man. Love thy neighbor. Queen b3. Queen b3, queen b6. Queen a4 check, bishop d7. Man, it's so hard to decide on a move in this position. What about rook b1, the secret move? Yeah, how does he deal with that quiet move? He's gonna have to just like give me his b7 pawn. I can't believe this is my best, but it's not bad. It means he likes you. It's a sign I like you if I ban you, of course. See, we're streaming till 1:30 today. It seems late, but it's correct. I have to set up the tournament for tomorrow night. So we've got Blitz this week. Blitz tournament. Queen d5, master. Master of disaster. Reminds us of another master. Correct. Queen d5. Dude, this has to be good for white. JCS, have you checked how many like moronic Republican senators have gone to Harvard lately? Tom Cotton went to Harvard. Do you know that he graduated from Harvard undergrad? Like, okay. I don't have as much respect for Harvard as I used to. They have like a quota of a certain amount of racists they have to accept every year at Harvard. Well, Stanford definitely seems better than Harvard in terms of quality of academics. Harvard's like all like the old name. It's just about money and reputation. Dude, what was I expecting there? I mean, I lived in Boston. I lived in Cambridge. I lived in the city where Harvard University is. I knew a lot of people. I'm not just talking about it in a vacuum, you know. They made fun of us, Boston University students, because they're superior. Queen d7. What am I doing now? I mean, the academics at MIT, for example, blow Harvard away. I mean, it's just about old money. Queen d7. Alright, queen b3. We'll keep the pressure on. But it looks like Yevgeny is getting out of this pretty well. Bishop takes f3. G takes f. Knight c6. No. Actually, what does he play there? b6. Canada has healthcare. Yeah, I should move to Canada. It's a good idea. I was talking about Germany earlier. Real estate prices in Canada are much more affordable than the United States, too. Definitely a good idea. Actually, Yevgeny lives in Canada. He can hook us up. He'll get me connected to a chess club in Canada. Alright. And there's some chess in Canada. Is Black lost? Black's really on the verge here. Become a chess bra. I've moved, you know, I've no problems with those Canadian guys. Canada's cool. They drink more than Americans. Let's see. I remember when this Canadian I played, there was a legendary drinker, Brian, what was his name? Brian Nikolov. Canadian chess players are more fun. That's what they say. More moose, more fun. It's got to be an improvement. Mad Rama, see you tomorrow for the tournament, Blitz. Everybody's faster than me, man. Nobody uses their time more than me. Mad Remus is in France. He lives in a democracy, Bob. I feel like doing Homie the Clown. Do you know what democracy is, boys and girls? I'm definitely pro-France. They are grumpy and they're rude and they butt in line in the airport. But I can forgive them for that, you know. I can look beyond that. Is this helping me playing Bishop d5? Probably not. Damn. We'll see you guys later. I used to fly Air France all the time. All right. Yevgeny is hanging in there. Oh. More tricks. Oh no, not the world domination by lichess group. This is fatal. Is there a mate here? Please ask before advertising. Man, what a moderator this guy is. Where did you take him up from? I like Mr. Coffee, but he's way more hands-off. Sometimes that's a good thing. Immediately, JCS is right there, getting things done. Very proactive. It's a different approach. Yeah, dude. It's annoying, the team things. I agree. Is there like a master switch to turn that off? As a title player, you get even more advertisements because people are like trying to hunt down title players to play on their teams. All right, Schieberspieler's up finally. Patiently waiting. The master. How's our score against Schieberspieler? Oof. Lifetime score is kind of dropping. We're down to 18.5, 23.5. How did that gap get so wide? It looks like it's really widened. It's like, hopefully, Trump's polling numbers. The gap is widened in the last, let's see, 6 games. He's got a 4-1. Damn. I was doing all right, but the last polls look bad. Yeah, that's really pulling away now. Not good. Okay. Yeah, whatever. E4. Why do I always play the Marazzi against you? He doesn't normally play, E4, so we should have a good chance. Ah. It's perfect. Perfect. Bokrosh plays this. I was preparing to play a game with him like 3 years ago. Yeah, it's gross. Okay, Queen D3 though is not not a main line. What is this? Some sort of Magnus thing? Magnusian. It's a bishop e5 check style Sicilian. Perfect for Schieberspieler's tactical style. Did Magnus play something similar? He's played a lot of bishop e5 check Sicilians. Could that transpose? Systematic and fast. We compare Schieberspieler with Magnus in chess style terms. He likes practical, quick, positional chess with less complications. Very principled game. So, knight on d4 is a piece that's interesting in the Sicilian. It's extremely strong, difficult to get rid of, you know, so I could play bishop d7 here, but I'm not sure if it's worth it or not. Then again, what are my other options? When you see the writing on the wall. Huh. Queen b6 maybe? Okay, let's try to be maximally aggressive. Not allowing exchanges. It's not right. It's not right, I tell you. It's not right. He could play knight d5 in some moment. That's a huge idea for white here, obviously. He likes space. I don't like the bishop e5 check Sicilian. I normally don't play this move order, but I was afraid of the Rossolimo or something. I don't know. I don't know if you play the Rossolimo. It would sort of suit your style, though. I mean, there's problems with whatever black plays. But Schieberspieler is unlikely to allow a main line. Open Sicilian, which requires a lot of theory. And obviously I know more because I've been playing for a long time. You won against me once in Rossolimo, okay. I can't even remember my own games. Man, I've lost track. I used to be able to remember my tournament games when they were like less than 1,000, but now I must have like 2,500. I don't know. I'm just estimating. I had a lot of time off in the last 10 years. I didn't play that much, but still, I have tons and tons of games. I literally lost track. There are games that I don't remember having even played. It's kind of scary. Must play active chess. We try anything for activity. $1 million. B5, CB, AB, knight. Which knight? Knight D takes. No, I don't see that quite working just yet. The D5 is interesting. Queen A5. I can't talk, sorry. I'll play Rook FD8. I'll play Rook FD8. The queen is sort of homeless. It doesn't really have a good stable outpost or place to go. Yeah, whatever. He's just being practical. Bishop D2 seems kind of weird, actually. He's trying to play a safe move without really needing to use time. But it blocks him up on the D file. Probably has better. But he wants to be, again, practical. Praktikus in Hungarian, we say. Praktikus lépés. Praktikus, exactly. Praktikush. My pronunciation wasn't the best, as usual. Surprisingly. Bishop c6, knight d5 is a tactic sometimes you can fall for, though here it doesn't work just yet. I don't really like my queen position. Speaking of not liking my queen position, visionary. A true chess visionary. He's also a big believer in material. I'm an anti-materialist. I'm always looking for ways to sacrifice a pawn. He's usually looking for a way to win a pawn. We have a different stylistic approach. I don't know if I have enough compensation here, but we'll see. Whoa, 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 whoa. So he did win a pawn. For nothing? I don't know. We have to try something. Damn. Desperate complications. This doesn't look too good. E5. Well, he's got to watch the long diagonal. That's clearly dangerous. Are you talking about Brett Favre? So what do we got? B5. Well, that's got to capture. Pawn takes. We're down 2 pawns. It doesn't look good for us, but maybe we can survive. Pawn takes b5, bishop takes e4. I have to keep the blockade of these b pawns coming down to b7. The connection. We are down a double pawn. Momentarily. But we're hanging on, man. We're hanging on. We're actually ahead on the clock now. There's no time to mess around here. Whoa. Down, Cujo. Well, I get it. he's a chess god. Chess dog. Jeez. Automatic. Whoa. Automatic technical win. Jesus. He's unbelievable. man. Phew, 72 moves. He crumbled first. We've got to make sure that we get the score back to a controllable level. Phew. I think you had some wins there. Alright guys, we have very little time left. Berserker's the position challenge is out. I got time for one last game. Berserker. Krapnik's not a subscriber. So we're taking the miracle win. You just tired him out. He was tired of playing perfect moves the whole game. Nah, it wasn't perfect. We both made a lot of mistakes. The master of survival. That's all I am. Nothing to be proud of. Survival skills. He wanted to hurt me. The endgame cockroach. It's a very... Thanks, Jim. Very fortunate thing to take out Schieberspieler. We got to get our score back to 50%. This is one of his favorite openings. Queen's Gambit declined. He had another move I saw with Rook E7 at one point. I thought... Okay, he had a lot of good moves, obviously. It's a fine line to balance playing good moves and playing quick. This is his favorite line. Okay, so I'm supposed to take in the main line. Yeah, the Suite upon the Swiss will be 5-3. I'm going to set that up right after the stream. You had Queen D8 check, which is 12 plus. Yeah, I was lost, obviously. You don't need to rub it in. There was Rook E7 at one point, also. Yeah, he choked just when he was about to finish me off. Very fortunate. Very fortunate for us. Wait, what? That's Berserker's score against me? Or that's my score against Berserker? No, I'm confused now. Wait, is this the original Berserker? He has 2 accounts. So if you 2 accounts, but you're subscribed on this one or the other one? To have multiple subscriptions. You have to be like a tier 2 subscriber for all your accounts to be able to play on stream. It's a good thing it wasn't a rated rapid game, Schieberspieler. Yeah, I'm not prepared for that line. More often I don't play d6 though. I usually play knight c6. I will play d6 against specific players. But I hate the bishop e5 check, and I hate the Moscow variation. Yeah, c6 is passive now. Oleg Krivonosov plays c5. What is it? Is it that line? There was some crazy variation. I can't remember. Alright, so c6 is kind of passive for black. What's that about? Takes, rook takes? Pawn takes, rook takes. Bishop c4. My intuition says to play it like this. I thought this was your first one now. Berserker. I thought this is now your first account, because I have no... No, I lost one. Okay, this is the new one. Alright, we're 1-1. Yeah, I'm crazy. Alright. I thought you had found your first one again. No need to explain it again. I just misunderstood. I thought this was the first one. This is technically incorrect. To play c6. Schieberspieler can tell you. But objectively, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Knight c6, knight takes c6, b takes c6, castles. I have a slightly better structure. I'm not sure if this is a good move or not, or just waste time. Alright guys, we'll see you later. I gotta get out of here, too. So, thanks for playing Schieberspieler. Making me feel lucky today. Hopefully it won't be my last. Good luck this week. We won't know till the end of the week. Knight c6, knight takes c6, b takes c. I guess bishop e2. And if queen g5 castles, bishop h3, bishop f3, I don't get mated. There's this classic idea of the rook lift, which is well known. Thanks a lot for GCS being here as a moderator. I gotta get out of here soon. I've got to work today with a video. But I will set up the tournament for tomorrow night, 6:30 CES. No, sorry, 6:30 CET. We're back to regular time. No longer summertime, obviously. We got Arsenal fan back again. JCS is back, making peace in the world, in our polarized community. How about knight d3 and knight f4, if you could get it? That would be nice. But it takes a lot of time. Time is money, friend. Thanks guys for subscribing and supporting the stream. Jim with the donations today, 400 bits. I wish I had time for knight d3, but that's not happening now. So my idea was to play this simple position where we have a structural advantage. Wonder if he could go postal with c5 now. c5 takes d4. It's too much. There's the rook lift idea. Castle. I mean, we have the big pawn island here. It shouldn't be that easy for him to attack. But maybe he has something. Butter chicken. Let's start talking about Indian food, Bob. You make us hungry. Don't make me hungry, Bob. Wasted a tempo with my bishop. I guess I should have put it on d3 to begin with. Seriously, I played bishop e2. Why? Because on bishop d3, I was afraid of queen g5 castles. Yeah, that's a problem. Bishop d3, queen g5 castles, bishop h3. Trading pieces were slightly better in the classic endgame. He doesn't want to exchange. Relentless attacking player. When will it end? My God. Okay, this has to stop. Just stop attacking me. He stopped attacking me. We've got very good control of our first rank. That's key. Key control of the first rank. You got to start with the basics. Dominating my own first rank, leading to victory. Alright, lucky win. Better to be lucky than good. So we'll be back tomorrow night with the Panda Blitz Arena. I'm going to set it up. Thanks guys for playing. I will see you later. From Panda, who's happy to be back and not be a tarantula. Hey, just remember, vote. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Telling you to vote, Bob. Later.